Well, it's just 90 or potentially 120 minutes between Australia making or missing out on the 2022 FIFA World Cup. It is absolutely crunch time for the Socceroos up against Peru, a South American giant. And we don't say that lightly. Almost all the South American teams are giants. It's going to be tough. I'm Bradley. I'm joined by Samuel. Another episode of the Couch Critics. Head boy, what a big game for the Socceroos on Tuesday morning at 4 a.m. local time. Oh, local time for us. Over in 45-degree heats in Qatar. Samuel, how are you feeling heading into this big game? Are we optimistic? Are we pessimistic? Or are we realistic?
Peru's a farmers league. Absolute farmers league. They've not got one player in the top 5 European competitions. Like, it's easy. Yeah. Look, I think we've mentioned this a few times that when it comes to the Roos, we like to be optimistic. And I just don't know if I can do it one more time. If we lose, it looks like the sky will fall in if you read people on soccer Twitter and the Australian media when they give any attention to Australian
football. Media doesn't even know who our players are. They thought Jamie McLaren won the Bathurst 1000.
So look, yeah, legitimately Peru, they're tactically pretty good, but they actually don't have that strong a side when you look at the individuals. They've got some okay players, a couple playing in the MLS. I think there's one guy playing in Spain, a couple of locals. Like, it's not fantastic. Peru didn't have any teams win a game in the last Copa Libertadores, which is the equivalent of the Asian Champions League. So, Australia's got them there.
I'm glad. I liked how you made the comparison to the Asian Champions League.
Absolutely. So look, are they a strong team though? Yeah, absolutely. But we played them at the last World Cup and the game didn't mean anything. It was a dead rubber, but they still beat us 2-0.
I don't think I can read too much into that. Like you said, it's a dead rubber, and I mean, it's hard to get up for dead rubbers.
Yeah, but it's a World Cup football match.
Like, oh yeah.
You don't get those opportunities very often. I think it's still somewhat representative, and I think our squad has gone backwards since that World Cup. We can talk about Aussie spirit all we want, but the players on the pitch, we're missing something. Gee, it would be nice to have Tom Rogic out there. It's really disappointing that he's not available. But yeah, I think we talked about this in the reaction to the game. There were some interesting choices made by Graham Arnold. I would love to see Awa Mabil start this next match against Peru. I'd love to see Miloš Dejanek playing at centre-back instead of Kai Rolls. Kai Rolls did an okay job. I just trust Dejanek more. I think the interesting thing will be Atkinson didn't really look comfortable at right back. And so I would like to see Fran Karacic start at right back. And I say that because Atkinson and Ryan Grant are both attacking fullbacks. They love to get forward. They love to contribute to the attack. And
they weren't played like that.
What we actually need against Peru is a right back who plays as right back, who will stick his position and mark his man. Yeah, look, I think, yeah, it'll be tight. I think it'll be decided in the 90 minutes, but it's going to be a nail biter, absolute nail biter. Bradley, how are you feeling about the match?
Oh, pretty nervous. I think we'll do them. I think we'll get up 2-1. I seriously think we can get up. Like, I really think in a game like this, in a one-off game like this, Peru are the favourites. I think we can say that with confidence. It's all on them. They're talking about having a public holiday. Anthony Albanese, if you're watching, come on, guys, another day off, a 4-day weekend, please. It's I think the pressure's on Peru. I think enough's been said about us that we're not expected to get up. You know what? It's not Brazil. It's not Argentina. It's not Uruguay. Thank goodness. It's Peru. It's still going to be pretty hard, but I feel like we can get up for this game. Although I feel like we can lose this game 4-0 because I don't get Graham Arnold. Like, a guy who had some really great success at a club level is just absolutely hopeless at a national level. And yeah, our players might not be what they were 10 years ago, but just like we've talked about, some of the tactical decisions he makes, I do not understand. Like how can everyone else online and at the game pick a much better squad than him? Like, I don't know what he's seeing. And I feel like sometimes the journos in the press conference aren't really drilling him enough and saying, you picked Aaron Moy, who's barely played in 6 months. What the hell? You put Matthew Leckie up front when he's normally a winger, and you had the golden boot for the A-League for the past 3 seasons on the bench and he didn't come on for the last 20 minutes. What the hell? Like, just some of the decisions I don't understand. And so at the time, I think we have the players to win it. I also think we have the manager to set us up for a 4-0 loss. And at the end of it, talk about, oh, yeah, well, we showed the Aussie spirit. We fought hard, the underdog, all this bullcrap. I don't care about this bullcrap. I want us to play. I want us to do whatever it takes to win. If that involves a Luis Suarez handball clearance off the line, so be it. If that requires us diving in the last 20 minutes, holding a 1-0 lead to waste time, so be it. I want us to be like the rest of the world and do whatever it takes to win. And none of this, let's just have the Aussie spirit, because the Aussie spirit isn't going to get us anywhere.
I think it's something that got pointed out is that Australia really had the physical kind of advantage over UAE. So at the end of the game, Australia was still running, they were still fit, and we've played that competitive match. Peru had a game against New Zealand in Spain, so they're coming into hot conditions with only about a week's preparation and not a proper match under their belt. So I think there are some things that definitely lean in Australia's favour. And we do still have some of those fresh players. I think Riley McGree is in and around the squad as well. He'd be fantastic to have on there. So I think there's some good things about Australia. The temperature inside the stadium is actually pretty good. By all accounts, it's about 19, 20 degrees. So that aircon works. So I think it's actually fairly comfortable to play in, but it's all that kind of pre-game prep in the lead up that's going to be hard for Peru. I think Australia are used to playing in these conditions. It's almost feels a little bit more like our home game than their home game, because we've got that history of playing in Asia and playing in the Middle East. And I think that's it. We have players who can make a difference. Aiden Hrustic, I think, proved it. He can make a difference in these kind of games. I think Awar Mabil's fantastic up front. Jamie McLaren, when he's in the box and he's on form, can find the back of the net.
Yep.
Jackson Irvine is a good footballer. He's a good, solid footballer. Aaron Moy, when he actually gets to control a football game, fantastic. We've got good centre backs. Bailey Wright did a fantastic job. Matty Ryan's an awesome goalkeeper who can actually keep us in this game. So, look, as much as Peru are the favourites, I still believe in the Socceroos. I still believe we're going to make it to that World Cup. And until the final whistle goes and Peru have won, I'm going to keep believing it. And so if the Socceroos can get an early goal, get one in that first 20 minutes, and then just build confidence, who knows what could happen. So I don't feel like I'm being naive with that. I don't feel like that's a naive view to think that Australia actually could win this game against Peru. I think of all of the teams in South America, it's probably one of the best, that we can face off against. Like, why not? let's keep being positive. It's actually a game of football. You never know what's going to happen. So, well, yeah, just talking about it, I'm getting nervous already. But absolutely, calm the ruse.
Yep. I think I'm confident. I think we can do it. I think we can win. But boy, it'll be one hell of a game, and it will require a massive effort from our boys. There will need to be that kind of mindset, that mentality, all that crap they talk about. But also, they need to go out there. They need to bully them. They need to be the physical team, and they need to show off their skills because we know they've got it. Yeah. But what I keep thinking of is to that meme I saw the other day. You know that guy where the guy's got his finger over two buttons and he's sweating because he can't make a decision. It's the first one is qualify for the World Cup and re-sign Arnold, and the other one is miss out on the World Cup and you sack Arnold. And it's like, which one do I want to pick? I don't know which one I want to pick. And that's in the back of my mind because if we qualify, he'll be sticking around. And even if we qualify, I don't really want him to. But anyway.
But a World Cup is so much better than not being at a World Cup.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Our country went through 32 years with no World Cup, and we're not doing it again. Like, if we have the chance to make the World Cup, you make the World Cup. you don't give up that opportunity.
But don't we want Graham Arnold sacked?
No, we've taken it.
No.
Coaches get sacked. Coaches move on, but World Cups, they're important. So absolutely, we need to make it to the World Cup. Let us know how you're feeling down in the comments. Are you confident Australia going to win it, or are you just freaking out? I think that's probably most of us quietly want to believe that the Roos can do it, but just absolutely
crapping ourselves.
Touching cotton. Yeah, touching cotton. Let us know down in the comments. What do you think the score is going to be? Do you believe the Socceroos can get it done? That's all there is to say. We'll see you after the match. Yep.
Come on, the Roos.
See you around.